All right, kids. For this lesson, we are going to tackle solar system. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Take off to the solar system. We have here the definition. The solar system is a set made up of sun and 8 planets that revolves around it. Of 8 planets, one is where we live, the Earth. Ayan. So let's proceed. When was it formed? The truth is that it is so long ago that it is very difficult to know for sure, but it is believed that it was 4.5 billion years ago. Shocking, isn't it? Where is it? So there are millions of galaxies in the universe. One of them is the one we know as the Milky Way. The Milky Way, formed by stars, dust, and gas, has a spiral shape, and it could be said that its appearance is something like a whirlpool with several arms. All right. The planets and the sun. This is the brightest star, the sun. The sun is the main protagonist of this solar system, which is why it is called the solar system, and it is located in the center and everything revolves around it. The sun is an immense star that emits light and heat. It is the closest star to the Earth and on which with all life on Earth depends. So our home, planet Earth. Our home planet Earth is a rocky terrestrial planet. It has solid active surface with mountains, valleys, canyons, plains, and much more. Earth is special because it is an ocean planet with the water covering 70% of its surface. Our atmosphere is largely composed of nitrogen, and it is made up of 3 layers: the crust, mantle, and core. Its natural satellite is the moon. All right, that's the Earth. That's our Earth, and that is our home, and this is our home, Earth. Rocky planets. So we have here rocky planets: Mercury, Venus, and Mars. First, we will tackle Mercury. So it is the closest to the Sun and also the smallest. It is a planet without satellites in its orbit. Its surface, covered with rocks and craters, resembles that of the Moon. So let us proceed to the next planet. We have here Venus. It is the one that most resembles the Earth. It is covered with very thick clouds that reflect sunlight so that at night it looks bright and we can distinguish it with our naked eye. Alright, let us proceed to Mars. Mars is often called the red planet, logically because of its reddish appearance. It has the largest volcano of 8 planets in the solar system. One of the great scientific discoveries of recent years has been the finding of subway waters on Mars, and it has 2 satellites called Phobos and Deimos. All right. So we have here the gas planets. So the gas planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So let us first talk about the 2 planets. The first one is Jupiter, and it is a gigantic planet, and its size is 1,300 times larger than the Earth, and it has many natural satellites, and the most important of which are Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. Ayan. So let us proceed to Saturn. Saturn is a yellowish planet next to Jupiter, the hottest planet. And the most special thing about Saturn is its famous ring composed of rocks and water ice. Some of its natural satellites are the Hyperion and Lepidus. All right. So let us continue. We have next here Uranus planet. Uranus is characterized by being a very good cold planet because it is far from the sun, and its axis of rotations is very tilted, and it looks like blues in color because of the gases that form its surface. Uranus also has a ring system and a few natural satellites including the Titania, Oberon, and Miranda. So next we have here Neptune. Neptune planet, it is a farthest from the sun, and this makes it the coldest planet in the solar system. Also, because of the gas in its atmosphere, it appears blue. It has a system of 4 rings formed by dust particles. All right. Ayan. So, traveling through the solar system. So, are you excited of traveling through the solar system? All right, let's go. So, first stop, satellite. So, a satellite is a body that revolves around another, usually larger body, and they are solid and have no atmosphere. In the solar system, some planets have satellites, although around the Earth, there is only one natural satellite and the moon. The natural satellite is, well, is the moon. Artificial satellites are those made up or launched into space by human to collect all kinds of data about planet. All right. So you know what is a natural satellite? So our natural satellite is moon. Ayan. So let us go to the next, the moon. The moon is a rocky celestial body without rings, and it does not give off light, but reflects the light it receives from the sun. The moon takes different positions, so it does not always present the same illumination. In its path, the moon goes through 4 main phases. So we have here in order, which are in order, new moon. We have the first quarter, full moon, and last quarter. Next. Ayan. So second stop, asteroids. An asteroid is a small rocky object that orbits the sun and some planets. Asteroids are smaller than a planet but larger than objects the size of a chunk of rock. Like this. Ito po yung mga asteroids. Alright. Third stop, meteorites. Alright, what is meteorites? Meteorites are the remains of celestial body that impact the Earth or any other star. These fragments reach the surface because they do not disintegrate completely as they pass through the atmosphere. Alright, ito po yung meteorite. Alright, we are now in fourth stop. We have your International Space Station. By the way, what is International Space Station? International Space Station is the largest object ever sent into space. It revolves around the Earth at an average speed of 27,700 km per hour, and describes the 16 orbits per day. At night, it is clearly visible for Earth as it travels at an altitude of 320 kilometers above. Alright, ito po yung International Space Station. Ayan. So, we have here some trivia. Number 1. Light takes 8 minutes and 7 seconds to travel from the Sun to the Earth's surface. The average distance between the Sun and the Earth is about 150 million kilometers. Alright, let us proceed to number 3. 12 people have walked on the surface of the moon, beginning with Neil Armstrong and ending with Gene Cernan. So all lunars landing took place between July 1969 and December 1972 as part of Apollo program. Alright, let us proceed to number 4. Astronaut aboard the International Space Station circle the Earth every 90 minutes and experience a sunrise and sunset 16 times in each 24-hour period. Now, let us proceed to number 5. The size of Earth is 81 times larger than that of the Moon. Thanks, and don't forget to subscribe for Celine Vlog for more updates po. Thank you. God bless us all. I hope you learned something about solar system.